Hi, I'm Andy Shaw from Web User Magazine, and today I'm going to be talking about this. It's a Wi-Fi radio. Basically I did a group test of these very recently. If you buy the latest issue of the magazine you can read all about it, or leave it a couple of weeks and the reviews will pop up on our website at www.webuser.co.uk. But this radio, this was the one that won the Gold Award. It's the one I like the best. So today I'm going to take you through it, show you what I think is so good about it, and hopefully explain why every home should have one. Okay, so first things first, a quick guide to the radio. It's got a volume knob on the side. This knob on the other side does the tuning. A selection of buttons, power, a select button down here, and these buttons will do things like select your preset radio stations. Seems fairly straightforward, just like any other radio, right? The interesting thing about this radio is that it's connected to my Wi-Fi network. It has got a wire coming out of it, but that's just the power lead. If I show you the back, there you can see it's got just one simple power cable that goes into it. You can plug in headphones, and there's a line out for if you want to plug it into some more serious speakers. It's got an Ethernet port, so if you don't have Wi-Fi but you've got a wired router, you could plug it into there. You'll notice this one also has an aerial. That's because it also does standard FM radio should you want to use it. And the speaker, as you can see, is on the top there. Probably one of the most interesting things about these radios is the fact that you can choose radio on demand with services like the BBC's. So if I just quickly nip back, so here for example we've got BBC Radio 6 selected. If I select that, you can choose between listening to it live, either in real audio or Windows Media Standards, or you can listen to music on demand. Now the on-demand service of course plays all the shows for 7 days after they've been broadcast. So you know, if I want to listen to Adam and Joe, usually broadcast on a Saturday morning of course, you can select how far through it you want to play. If I've already listened to the first half an hour or so, and I can just go back to half an hour in. Actually I'll go a bit later because otherwise I'll probably hit news. Hit the select button, turn the volume up. The same applies for other stations of course. If I was more of a talky person, maybe I'd rather go for something on Radio 5. Radio 4 rather, maybe Active Worship.
I do remember thinking, good heavens, I must be the only person on the train that knows it's D-Day tomorrow.
Now as well as your standard BBC type radio stations, there are all sorts of radio stations. The nice thing about this particular model is that it's got well over 11,000 stations. If we just have a quick look, you can search by genre or location, or by the name of, by typing in the name of the station if you know what it is. Let's just go randomly to, say, you're an expat of Australia or somewhere. You want to listen to something at home. It's 185 stations on offer. Let's find the one you want. ABC Perth, ABC Radio Australia. Turn the volume up, of course.
Littered with dead bodies. Dead bodies, limbs, old bodies, ancient bodies.
Yes.
Why that interest?
For 20 years now I've been dealing with dead bodies to teach anatomy to medical students.
Yeah, nice. Well, maybe it's middle of the night in Australia or something, and they've got some interesting radio programs on. The other thing you can do with these devices is, if I keep going back, you don't just use them to listen to the radio if you don't want to. I can also use it as a media player. Now, because it's attached to my Wi-Fi, it'll also take music from my computer and play that. So if I select media player, now you've got a choice of using either Windows file sharing, standard Windows file sharing, or you can install what's called a UPnP server. I've got a UPnP server installed, but Windows Media Player, for example, runs as a UPnP server. So using that option is very straightforward. It should go off and find my computers. There's one. Select that. Now you can choose music, playlists. Let's go for some specific music. Again, you can choose artists, albums, whatever you want. Anything that you've written onto your computer, basically. So if we choose album artists, for example, let's have a look. Who should we go for? Let's go for... That'll do. You add the music to the queue, and away it'll play. One of the reasons why I like this one, it was one of the most expensive on test actually, but it has by far the best speaker. It's got this sort of subwoofer thing in the back, which can really give you some good. If you can make everybody poor, just so you could be rich, would you do it? So there you go. That's Web User's Gold Award-winning internet radio. It's called the Tangent Quattro. You can get it in the UK through Sennheiser. It's a Wi-Fi internet radio. It'll play radio from all around the world in any room in your house, as long as you've got a Wi-Fi network, and it'll also stream music from your computer if you've got a computer with music on. So yeah, if you want to take a look at the reviews, as I think I said in the intro, check out www.webuser.co.uk. But this is our Gold Award winning product. I hope you've enjoyed this little mini demonstration of how it works. If you want to see more products, come and visit us at our website, and I'll see you next time.